Who gives this woman to be married to this man?
Christy and I.
Thank you so much for your cooperation. Please be seated and silence those phones. Put them away for the rest of the ceremony, please. Let's get these two married.
Yeah, right? Like the dress?
I love the dress. Oh, you're so beautiful.
Thank you. I have to stand super still, otherwise I'll trip. So, they give you a pocket thing? Yeah, you're gonna love that bad boy.
All right, so I came prepared. I took this very seriously. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming out tonight to join Phil and Jess in this momentous occasion. My name's Taylor. I'm also known as Crazy Tay, or the artist. Yep, that makes sense. And I hope you all grabbed a glass before you sat down, because I have a lot to say, because I'm the one that set these two up. That was me.
I think I'm good now. I think we're gonna be okay walking down now. We're gonna do great. Okay, Harrison just kicked the crap out of me. Harrison, and I would, like, it made me like jump. It's because I'm nervous and he can probably like feel me moving around.
Why are you nervous?
You're always nervous. You're always nervous. I mean, it's like an excitement nervous. It's like it's happening.
Oh, I know, man.
Don't fall on your face. Don't say the F word on accident. Like.
Jessica, you look beautiful. I'm Nathan Sermonsheim. I'm Phil's best man.
On behalf of Phil and Jessica, I welcome here and thank you all for gathering in the presence of God on this beautiful day to witness their marriage.
So I've known Jess for a little over 15 years, basically since the time when making up choreographed dance moves to Backstreet Boys and recording them on pink digital cameras was cool. You know a friendship is meant to last after making it through all those years of awkward high school makeup advice and inexperienced advice. Oh girl, just cut it off, it's fine. But no, Jess has always been a compassionate friend and even agreed to let me live with her for an extended period of time in high school.
Phil could have chose any of these guys, but he chose me. We wish he could have flipped a coin and picked, but we can't. We're Chippendales.
My name is Tom Horn, and I had the good fortune to grow up in the same neighborhood as Jessica's mother, Christy, and Christy's brother, Kurt and Kevin Kelso. Kevin was the best man at my wedding nearly 40 years ago. I consider the Kelsos and the Kissicks family, and it has been my great pleasure watching Jessica grow up. And it is a supreme honor that they have asked me to officiate this wedding. The fact that you've all traveled such a great distance to be here today is a testament to the amazing love and support they enjoy. You have given them much happiness, warmth, and guidance through all the stages of their lives. Jessica and Phil sincerely thank you all for being here to celebrate this occasion. I've also been asked by Phil and Jessica to thank their parents, John and Christy, and Philip and Amy, for the wonderful upbringings they had, for the hard work and guidance provided, for their everlasting love and support and encouragement. It is from them that Jessica and Phil learned the true meanings of family and love and friendship. Phil and Jessica would also like everyone to take a moment to remember those people who are not here, but whose presence can be felt today. Though you're not physically here, you're always in our hearts. When asked, what do you want to remember about your wedding ceremony? These two fun and happy people agreed they wanted a fun and happy wedding experience. So, everyone, I have a request from you today. Enjoy this occasion. Make and strengthen friendships. And have fun. And if you can't do it for you, do it for these nearlyweds. For those of you who do not know about it, the story of Phil and Jessica is one filled with love and challenges and triumphs. They met during a rainy camping and canoeing trip in June of 2019. Jessica, being the practical person that she is, was reluctant to start a relationship at that time when she was living with her parents. About 4 months after the camping trip, though, she was planning on moving into her own place. And Taylor Walker wasted no time in letting Phil know that this was the situation. And Phil promptly called Jess, but no, texted Jess, and asked her out. Since that first date, they have grown into a loving couple, while also facing significant challenges in their relationship. Dating during a pandemic is no walk in the park. Actually, it's a series of walks in the park. They have vacationed together and moved in together and become parents sooner than planned. And they have faced these situations with enthusiasm, determination, and grace. I suspect they honed these excellent communication and problem-solving skills during the many hours they spent watching The West Wing. It was at the photo shoot celebrating their pregnancy that Phil proposed to Jessica. And to hear them talk about each other as parents is really inspiring. Penelope is a fortunate and delightful child. If you get a chance, spend some time with her.
I could go on and on about stories with Phil, from his just take me home moments, parties at Big Phil's house, horseback riding trips, me telling him I hated him with a passion, his bachelor party, thank you again to Wes and the Hudsons, and most importantly, his love for the Marines. But words can't do justice for this guy, so I choreographed a special dance. And this is where it gets weird. I'm just joking. I will end with a quote from Forrest Gump. I'm not a very smart man, but I know what love is. And these two have it. Let's raise our glasses to Mr. and Mrs. Kissick. I mean Gravis-Bacher.
Jessica describes Phil as thoughtful, caring, loyal, sweet, hilarious, an amazing father, and smart, although not always right. Phil is quick to recognize Jessica as funny, lovable, kind, caring, and a great mother. As you can see, they're family-oriented, and it's wonderful to see how many friends and family are here today to support their union. These two share the legacies of long and lasting family marriages. They need look no further than their families for examples of how, and occasionally how not to have a successful marriage. Jessica and Phil truly enjoy being together, traveling together, and celebrating their growing relationship together.
and so graciously share her one sink bathroom, which her two brothers also used. You know, a friendship is meant to last after making it through that. Just imagine two high school girls fighting over who gets to use the cheese straightener first. If a friendship can survive that, it can survive anything. Speaking of surviving, I saved Jess's life once. Oh yeah, for all my fellow Boilermakers, where you at? Where are my Boilermakers? All right. I'm sure you can guess where this particular night started. There's two places, right? You know them. Well, the cactus. Oh yeah, the good old neon cactus. The place you love, but can't remember. So like all good blackout stories, our night started 2 cactus cups deep and ended with me calling the ambulance on Jess. Spoiler alert, she was fine. But me being the caring friend that I am, I had to make sure. Whenever we'd go out and Jess would get drunk and too paranoid, she had this bad habit of wanting to call her dad to come save her. So naturally, that night was no different, and she was requesting her dad to come get her. Phil, you've signed up for that now. That's you. But here's the thing. I was too embarrassed to call her parents, right? Like, I couldn't do that. She'd gotten drunk with me, and I thought, well, she's never going to be allowed to party with me again. I can't let this happen. I was sober enough to know I needed to tell her parents that their daughter was on her way to the hospital, but too afraid to call them. So what did I do? Naturally, I had my cousin, who they'd probably met a grand total of 2 times, and who lived in Florida at this particular moment, call them and deliver the light news. The best part of the whole story, besides Jess being fine and me overreacting, was how I ignored every single phone call from her parents. Despite all the voicemails, 35, that pleaded, Taylor, we aren't mad. Just tell us where our daughter is. Needless to say, not a great night for Jess and I. Her with her $500 ambulance bill, and me with my tremendous amount of shame. John and Christy, thanks for taking me back after that.
Jessica, since date number 2 was arranged, I knew you were the one. I say date number 2 because it was all part of my plan to have a 20-minute discussion on gas station cleanliness. I knew if I was to get a second date after that topic of discussion, then I knew the woman sitting across from me in the 2 top with a sweater cover and jeans saw through my quirkiness and saw that I was a nervous boy with a big heart and a huge amount of love to give to the right woman. Jessica, over the past 3 years, you have accepted me for my faith. Excuse me, my faults. And weaknesses. You have kept me humble and young. I'm excited to enter this new journey of our life's partnership together. In front of family, friends, and God, I vow to you that I will be loyal, faithful, supportive, dedicated, and I will love you. I will love you, Penelope, and our future family with all the love in my heart until death do us part. This I promise you.
Jessica?
You hold that. Your turn. Philip, you're the best person I know, and I feel incredibly lucky to be standing here by your side today. You make me laugh until I cry, you pick me up when I'm down, and you inspire me to be a better person. I promise to laugh with you in the good times and comfort you through the bad. I promise to share in your dreams and support you as you strive to achieve them. I promise to help you when you need it and step aside when you don't. I promise to always be your biggest fan and #1 supporter, even though you support and cheer for Purdue. You are the light in my heart. Whenever I see your smile, I know everything is how it should be. Even when that smile is because you've done something I probably won't have a clue about, but you're too excited and you can't hold back. Your face looks like this. I promise to love you and honor you, but not obey you, because where is the fun in that? I promise to be your co-pilot and your navigator, and to bring snacks on our road trip through life. I promise to always respect you and the choices you make, but we're not listening to country music on every road trip. I promise to be patient, kind, and understanding, especially when you endlessly scroll through Netflix without actually picking something to watch. I look forward to discovering new things about each other as we embark on the journey of a lifetime together. There's no one I'd rather be with here today than you. I love you with all that I am and all that I will become, because we are so much better together. I love you.
Kiss the bride.
Hold on, cowboy. This is the point in the ceremony where we usually talk about the wedding bands being a perfect circle without any beginning or any end. But we all know that these rings had a beginning. Rock was mined from the earth, ore was extracted and liquefied in a furnace of 1,000 degrees. They were molded, they were cooled, and carefully polished. Something beautiful created from humble beginnings. Love is like that. It comes from the ordinary, made by the imperfect. It's a process of making something beautiful through understanding, intention, determination, and commitment. That is the story of these rings, and that is the story of Phillip and Jessica. I stand before this couple today to unite them with the blessings of God in the bonds of matrimony. Phil, do you take Jessica to be your wedded wife? If so, say I do.
I do.
Jessica, do you take Philip as your wedded husband? If so, say I do.
I do.
Let's do these rings then. Yeah, I figured that.
Let me give you that one. Thank you.
All right.
It's perfect. Okay.
Now you may kiss the bride. I take great pleasure in presenting for the first time anywhere Mr. and Mrs. Phillip and Jessica Gramelsbacher.